you've answered a part of my next question, which is like the new skills that you see are in demand for the future. You've told me about the non-tech skills like being resilient, multitasking, being nimble, and being aware of technology. Are
Sure.
there any other skills that you think that the new workforce should develop to be in business? Because whatever we've learned, we've had to relearn, right? So, any other skills you think that is important for the next gen workforce to gather?
Absolutely. I think the biggest single skill that organizations are looking for, and I can say this both for big and small organizations that I work closely with, is the willingness to learn. So I think now more than ever, the ability to upskill or reskill is critical. And fortunately, today there are a lot of opportunities for employees to actually upskill and reskill, right? There are online courses, there are various ways that you can actually make not just career switches, but become multi-skilled, right? So I would say the willingness to learn, the willingness to upskill, to reskill, to try one's hand at new things has become critical. Just one data point, and it's not strictly in the context of work. The last year and a half have seen virtually a doubling in the number of retail investors in the stock market, right? So we're talking about the fact that a lot of people today are realizing that it's fairly easy to open an online trading account, right? You don't have to go through a broker and kind of do a small volume of either day trades or small amount of stock trading. Now, at one level, this is a risky investment strategy, but the fact is, people have realized that you're going to spend 8 to 10 hours of a day in front of a computer on calls. In that free time, can I also be doing a little bit of trading, right? A little bit of trading. Now, a lot of this is self-taught, right? So these are people who've kind of gone online, taken courses, or even just gone to a YouTube video and kind of have learned the way. They've started with a small corpus of, let's say, a couple of thousand rupees, and over time today are taking risks. So I think learning is now becoming primary. Earlier in an organization, you expected the organization to work at learning and development for you as an individual. I think now the onus is on the individual. To what extent can he upskill? To what extent can he reskill? To what extent can he make himself more employable in a kind of future that is going to be more gig related, right? Long-term job contracts are going to possibly reduce, is my feeling. And therefore, the ability to move seamlessly to new roles, maybe new sectors and emerging sectors, right? Who would imagine, say, 5 years from now, roles in the metaverse, in augmented reality, in virtual reality will become mainstream. So people who are willing to actually move ahead of the curve will find themselves in far better employable situations.